This program is sponsored in part by
Municipal Credit Union, serving the financial needs of our members since 1916. MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Transit Check, saves money for commuters, lowers payroll taxes for businesses, and it's also good for the environment. With Transit Check, everyone benefits.
The Transit Managerial Benevolent Association, protecting the rights of non-represented active and retired managerial employees within the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. Mike Landy, President.
Con Edison, on it, working for you 24/7. We're delivering reliable service, energizing your life, empowering your business. We're people helping people every day.
Transport Workers Union Local 100, representing the 35,000 men and women who move New York. We're New York's public transit union. John Samuelson, President.
And by the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York, fighting for the rights of the police officers who protect New York City. Patrick J. Lynch, President.
Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of Transit News Magazine. This month we're here at Mohawk Mountain House in New Paltz, New York. I'm Amtisola Bulasan.
This Victorian castle has been family owned since 1869 and it's one of the world's best hotels for families. It has everything: tennis, golf, and it even has an outside mineral pool. I'm Ozzie Cruz.
And this year it was named the #1 resort spa in the country. And believe me, it's true. This place is fabulous. And just look at the architecture. I'm Hella Anderson.
And let's not forget Metro North Railroad's package with a sweet deal that will melt all your troubles away. But before we take you around Mohawk Mountain House on this month's show,
the MTA is auditioning artists that will take our riders on a musical journey. I'm Leon Goodman, and I've got that story.
All aboard for the Parade of Trains. I'm Lena Lansky, and I've got that story.
For 144 years, the Victorian Castle Resort has provided recreation and relaxation in a beautiful natural setting.
And for 79 years, the Smith and 9th Street station has been known as the world's tallest station with some beautiful views of Manhattan.
that's right, and after an extensive restoration, it's now open to the public. Our reporter Rhea Titus was there for the ribbon cutting.
After a long 2-year wait, full service has finally been restored at Brooklyn's Smith 9th Street station for F and G trains.
This station has been an important hub for the convergence of 5 historic Brooklyn neighborhoods for as long as the station existed. When it was out for about 2 years getting fixed, people missed it.
The newly reopened station was honored with a ribbon-cutting ceremony. In attendance were MTA officials and community leaders.
We've created something the community can be proud of, and we made this entire line better, safer, and more user-friendly. I hope you all agree that it was worth the wait.
I find this is all really exciting and proud to be here, to be a small part of it, and to salute the men and women of New York City Transit who really made this all happen.
This project was particularly rigorous. At approximately 88 feet, Smith 9th Street is the highest elevated station in the world.
Well, basically it starts with demolition. We have to remove all the transite canopies, lead paint on the walls, demolish the platform topping, the platform edge, and we start reconstructing from the top down.
You could tell it was a huge challenge because of the complexity of the station. This station has all new platforms, it has new canopies, new windscreens, new public address systems. Everything in the station has been modernized. It's a full rehabilitation. So this is one of our very, very best, so we're very happy.
Besides renovated escalators, an updated waiting area, and a new agent booth, There are new distinct features that makes this station splendid.
On the lower mezzanine, you have it looks like a beehive on the corner of the lower mezzanine with all the glass. That's one of the most custom things we have in the system. You won't find that anywhere else in the system.
Artist Allison Schatz, working from her studio in Red Hook, has created an incredible series for the station, using as her inspiration the rich maritime history of Red Hook and the Gowanus Canal.
The Smith 9th Street station provides the neighborhoods of Red Hook, Carroll Gardens, and Gowanus an opportunity to thrive.
It's good for the community. It's good for the people that drive this train to go to work and stuff like that.
It's much more convenient with the station open. I couldn't wait for it to open. It makes it much more easy with transportation.
The job that the TA and the city has done on this station, unbelievable.
It gives the folks that live around here a chance to have a train in their neighborhood. They don't have to walk the significant distances to the other stations. There's just no downside. It helps businesses. It just makes the economy vibrant in the area.
Some may say that 80 years old is over the hill, but with this new complete makeover, Smith 9th Street doesn't look a day over 20. I'm Rhea Titus reporting for Transit News.
Here at the Barn Museum, you can see examples of how horse-drawn carriages have evolved over the years.
And here on display are more than 50 19th century horse-drawn vehicles, including a water wagon, surreys, and doctor buggies with hoods.
Last month, Metro-North Railroad held the Parade of Trains in Grand Central Terminal. Our reporter Lena Lansky met with some of the owners of these restored rail cars.
To continue the celebration of the anniversary of Grand Central Terminal, an extraordinary assembly of historic train cars were on display for the Grand Centennial Parade of Trains.
And this event really recalls the former cars and trains that used to serve the terminal, and we cast a wide net to locate and reassemble all of those famous cars, and working with private owners and museums from throughout the country.
The public was invited to experience an arrangement of historical railroad equipment as well as the latest in railroad technology.
Old cars that used to serve the New York Central or the Pennsylvania Railroad, famous trains like the 20th Century Limited, the Wolverine, the Merchants Limited, locating all the cars that we felt were the right fit. We had the right mix of cars, passenger cars, lounge cars, business cars, president's cars, and assembled them and organized them with a great team.
For many, this was their first time ever to climb aboard and touch a piece of railroad history.
I've never seen these trains before. Never on websites, pictures. Now seeing them in person is really different.
What was your favorite part?
The dining cars, even though we didn't get to eat.
For others, it brought back memories of days gone by.
I used to go as a child every summer on the 20th Century Limited with my parents, and it was a great experience. It was just terrific. Glamorous, well-organized, beautiful dining car.
One of the most famous of trains was the 20th Century Limited and its Century Girls, who greeted and hosted passengers.
I knocked on the door opened, and I was looking into the most beautiful blue eyes I've ever seen in my life. And there he was, Frank Sinatra, and he was darling. He smiled the whole time because he knew how nervous I was. He was on his way to go to the inauguration of John F. Kennedy.
What made the Parade of Trains so unique was the diverse collection of privately owned train cars assembled in Grand Central Terminal.
When you purchase a rail car and you run a rail car, it's a lot of hard work. It really is rigorous. I have been literally lying on my back under the car, helping to fix stuff. We spend every weekend on the car tearing walls out, tearing insulation out, so that we can restore it. So it's not quite as glamorous as it may seem from the outside, but then you get the pleasure of riding on your own car, of owning something beautiful that you're making more beautiful. And like here at Grand Central today, you have the opportunity to share that with other people.
What benefits or perks are there to owning a train?
A great deal of fun, and I have hope someday of making some money.
My grandpa was a railroader, and in fact he built a 2-inch scale railroad around the house that's big enough to ride on, so I had no choice but to fall in love with trains.
What do your friends usually say when you tell them that you own a train?
They think I'm nuts, but I tell them, I started out with small trains and this is a natural progression.
The glamour of train travel had some wishing for a rebirth of rail car luxury.
I think that would be a fantastic goodwill generator, a tourist attraction, and it would be an amazing example of living history from the heyday of American railroads that people should know more about here in the 21st century.
This was not your typical parade, but it had all the bells and whistles of 100 years of history on display. I'm Lena Lansky reporting for Transit News.
I'm here at the Mohawk Mountain House with Nina Smiley, Director of Marketing. Nina, tell us about the family history and the family business of this great hotel.
Mohawk Mountain House was founded in 1869 by my husband's great-granduncle. So it's now being run by the fourth and fifth generation of the same family from 1869 to the present. It's over 140 years. It was started as a small inn, fairly small, 40 rooms, and we now have 259 rooms, and the house itself sprawls for about 1/6 of a mile from end to end. And we've had 5 presidents stay here with us over the years. So Mohawk has hosted a remarkable array of people. We have a number of summer deals coming up. We have a seasonal bounty coming up, and it's a special rate for June, July, and August. And it's called Bounty because it features a different fruit all summer. So June is strawberries, and July is blueberries, and August is raspberries. And there's a special rate attached to it that includes all of your meals and most activities.
Tell me about the Getaway package you have with Metro North Railroad.
We have a great package with Metro North. It's called Take the Train Timeless Getaway Package, and it includes all of your meals and most activities. So you start in the city, you get on the train, you get to Poughkeepsie, all of your transfers and tickets are included, and when you get here, the rate is $297 per person, double occupancy, and that does include all of your meals, most activities, and the train and the transfers. We'd like to say that Mohawk Mountain House is a touchstone for many, many people, and over the years we've stayed the same, only better.
That's great. Now back to the host.
Along with 85 miles of hiking trails, there are 125 unique gazebos with various designs, giving you an opportunity to sit back, relax, and enjoy the gorgeous view.
And the oldest sections of Mohawk date back to 1879, with additions to the house which continued up until 1902. Both the mountain house and gazebos needed builders, designers, and engineers to bring them to life.
Last month, the MTA held a career fair in search of the next generation of transit engineers. I had a chance to meet some of them, and here's that story. In order to find the best and brightest talent, New York City Transit's Department of Capital Program Management held a career fair for engineers and architects. Early in the morning, people lined up outside, patiently waiting in the rain to get into the fair.
This is, I think, the 4th career fair that CPM has had since 2008. And the purpose of the career fair is not only to expose New York City Transit to the outside world, but to expose the outside world to New York City Transit. And what we're trying to do is obviously gather a number of candidates that could potentially be hired to fill some positions that we have in capital program management and the rest of the authority.
The CPM department has exciting opportunities in various disciplines such as design, construction, renovations, and innovations to meet the current and future needs of New York City Transit.
Right now, I mean, we're looking for a little bit of everything. Entry level, just out of college, some experience, and I think all the way up to supervisor managerial positions as well. So pretty much everything is kind of open, but we want fresh new talent, so people that just graduated and just out of college, we're looking to bring some people in.
And there was plenty of great advice for all hopeful candidates.
To the applicants, just keep your minds open and come in here and basically understand that, listen, there are tons of operations that need to work perfectly for the trains to just be on time every day.
Numerous prospective candidates attended the fair throughout the day.
I'm eager to grow with the MTA, you know. It's a great company. I'm very interested in working with trains, with buses. It's very interesting to me.
so I figured something like this, a career fair, would be a good opportunity because you actually get to see someone in person and you're not just another resume online. So
the day was very good. It was very organized, and there are so many people from the agency working downstairs to organize the people, giving them the direction. So it was well organized.
The career fair itself is an ideal opportunity for professionals in the business to come to see what the transit authority is like.
From standing in line to working on the line, let's go to those who made it. Some are working with environmental engineering.
Well, first I started off as a college aide at Corona Maintenance Shop. I was there for a little bit before I was picked on by Capital Program Management with environmental engineering. At that point, I pretty much was on board within a couple of months after. There's so many great people here, so many great managers. I've learned so much, and I'm continuing to learn every day as I move on in life. For the future, I definitely hope to learn more and to definitely continue on with my growth, my career growth. I hope to move forward, possibly into a management position, but we'll see.
Others found success in the electrical engineering department.
I started working as a college aide back in the summer of 2005. It was a requirement for my school to be doing some kind of co-op internship program, and mostly it's design work. Pretty much we do everything from rehabilitation of substations, and I've gotten the opportunity to work on some new projects like circuit breaker houses and some of the train yards that we've worked on.
Engineering is a field with numerous opportunities, and New York City Transit gives employees a chance to find their niche.
I guess I like the design aspect of engineering. I wasn't too exposed to it before, but now I've been on my own now. I've gotten my little tiny projects to work on, and I would like to proceed further along. Maybe someday become principal engineer or maybe chief.
If you would like to work for New York City Transit and you were unable to attend this year's CPM Fair, then don't forget to review the job postings on the MTA website, www.mta.info. If you want to be an engineer who builds great things, then look no further than the transportation system that built the city. I'm Hella Anderson for Transit News.
I'm Celeste Faraji, and I'm here at the spa with Barbara Steyerwald. Barbara, tell me about this fantastic spa.
Well, our spa opened in 2005, which makes us the youngest member of the Mohawk Mountain House family. It's 30,000 square feet. We have this beautiful indoor pool, and we also offer spa treatments and fitness facilities.
Any specials for women?
Oh, there are wonderful specials for women. We have a full-service salon and a number of facials and mineral body treatments that women love. Our men can enjoy our Gentleman's Fuel Your Face facial or our Eagle Cliff deep tissue massage. Our most popular spa treatment is our Mohawk Red 80-minute massage. It features oils from the area. We also feature a witch hazel, which is actually called the Mohawk Red Witch Hazel. It's wonderful. There's a spritz, and then at the end of the treatment, there's a guided power nap.
And what happens when people finish one of these treatments? How do they feel?
Normally, they feel very relaxed. Their voices changed. They've taken deep breaths, and they simply want to enjoy the nature around them.
And do you have any summer specials you would like to tell us about?
We have our summer midweek spectacular getaway. Features an overnight stay, a nice credit that can be used in the spa, also discounts for the spa, and use of the spa facilities throughout the stay. For relaxation today, Celeste, I brought you an inhalation of our stress relief soaking salts. Take a nice deep breath.
I feel relaxed already. Now back to our host. Hey guys, you gotta try this.
At Mohawk, there is so much to do, from horseback riding to cross-country skiing. Or you can have a friend paddle you around the half-mile lake, right, Oren?
And Metro North Railroad has some other great getaway deals that will take you from the beach to the casino. Here's Edith Mock with Metro North's Staycations.
Don't know what to do this summer? And you don't want to travel too far? Then you're in luck. Metro North Railroad has some great getaway packages for you.
The tourism partners that are here today represent recreational activities, events, and historic sites, cultural venues that are a stone's throw away from a Metro-North train station.
Getaway Day at Grand Central Terminal had vendors showcasing their destinations.
Well, look at this. I mean, it's beautiful where we are. We have a lot of outdoor activities, cultural activities, terrific things for families to do, a little bit of everything. So we'd like people to choose Ulster County.
All things Pez. We have 4,000 square feet dedicated to everything that we've done since we became a brand in 1927. You can see a historical overview of all the dispensers, memorabilia, viewing windows into the production area. There's some interactive games for the kids, and then of course you can buy all things Pez.
Playland has a lot of great events going on with concerts and with the park that we want everybody to come out and have some fun at Playland.
There were also some vendors showing off their food and drinks.
We are the former bootlegging operation for Dutch Schultz. So underneath the property are these large underground bunkers and tunnels where he did his distillation. They were raided in October of 1932, and we've restored the bunkers and tunnels, and we're building a distillery from the ground up.
We've been invited by the Hudson Valley to come in and taste our goat cheese, which are, we have 700 acres and 850 French Alpine goats in the Hudson Valley.
It was used in 2 courses of the inaugural lunch this past January as well. So we were so thrilled to have it featured with the President and First Lady.
And if you were lucky, Metro-North also gave away some trips.
We've got tickets to the Clearwater Festival. We've got tickets to the Renaissance Fair in Connecticut. You name it. We're going to be doing a drawing every half an hour.
The fact that you can use public transit to see interesting and cultural things outside of New York City.
I'm enjoying finding out about Pez, food and wine testing, going out to Connecticut, going to wine shows.
If you don't have money to live large like P. Diddy, Metro-North has deals to make you feel like a star. I'm Edith Mock, reporting for Transit News.
Once you've finished your hike, there is afternoon tea and cookies served at the Lake Lounge.
And if you're lucky, there might be a guest playing the piano for your enjoyment, just like Ozzy.
Here's your cookies. And thanks to the MTA Music Under New York program, there are talented musicians playing in the subway system. We sent our reporter Leon Goodman to hear their auditions.
There's music in the air as the hopeful flock to Grand Central Terminal to audition for a spot in the MTA Music Under New York program.
Music Under New York is a program that's been around for over 25 years, and we present more than 7,500 musical performances in the subway and rail system every single year. We have 30 Music Under New York spots throughout the system, and you can catch different kinds of music from musical saw players to classical music to opera singers to Dixieland jazz at these really wonderful locations as you're going from home to school or to work.
I've watched American Idol for a few years, and I feel like that's happening, but only better because these are the variety of music is so much wider.
Each year, dozens of performers sing their hearts out. They bang out a beat on the drums and stroke their guitars. For 25 years, the Music Under New York program has been a great opportunity for music artists to show off their skills.
I love the response of the people, like it's from everywhere, all over the world. People love our music, and I said, wow, I should come down here and get permission to do this so that I can go all over the city and spread this joy.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Hey, look at me, I'm SpongeBob. Dad, how's it going?
Get back to work, boy.
Oh, sorry.
My inspiration comes from everybody in New York because, like, when they choose to show me thanks and donations and stuff, it touches my heart. Like, it really does.
200 musicians are allowed 5 minutes to perform in front of a panel, and in the end, 20 new performers will be added.
There's about 30 judges who are here today. They're all professionals of some sort. Some of them are music professionals in the music industry. Others are musicians themselves. Some of them actually are musicians within the Music Under New York program. There are people from New York City Transit and from Grand Central Terminal and Metro North, from our operating agencies who are participating.
I'm looking for folks who are talented and whose talent is outstanding. I'm looking for people who they can be heard clearly. I'm looking for people whose message is clean and all around entertaining and fun.
Especially, I think, for people who are going to play in a place as challenging as the subway, you want people to be able to be inspired and do their thing, you know, when the trains are going by and people are, you know, trudging by with shopping bags.
Music Under New York has been an inspiration to everyone, and not just performers.
It's going to lift you up a little with its quality, whether you can stand in front and listen to a whole song or a whole set or just hear it in passing, that somehow it just lifts you up.
As you can probably tell the way I talk, I'm a visitor of New York. My daughter lives here, and it's just a unique experience. This is what makes, I think, New York, is why I love to come here. It's just quite unique.
When these musicians hit the stations, New York will be traveling in perfect harmony. I'm Leon Goodman for Transit News.
You know, Mohawk Mountain House has to be one of the best places we've ever visited as part of our show. And after being pampered in the spa for a couple of hours, I just don't want to leave.
Well, Ampty, you can always come back by using the Metro North Railroad Getaway package to the resort. Book it, sit back, and they will bring you right to the front door from the nearby Poughkeepsie train station.
So this summer, come to Mohawk Mountain House and join in on the fun. And USA Today just named Mohawk as one of the 10 best family resorts. So bring the whole family.
Well, that about wraps up this month's show. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, please email us at transitnews@nyct.com. I'm Ozzie Cruz. Thanks for watching.
And I'm Hilla Anderson. Thanks for riding.
And I'm Amtisola Bulasan. Hey guys, what do you say we grab that afternoon tea?
This program is sponsored in part by
Municipal Credit Union, serving the financial needs of our members since 1916. MCU, strong, trusted, growing.
Transit Check, saves money for commuters, lowers payroll taxes for businesses, and it's also good for the environment. With Transit Check, everyone benefits.
The Transit Managerial Benevolent Association, protecting the rights of non-represented, active, and retired managerial employees within the Metropolitan Transportation Authority. Mike Landy, President.
Con Edison, on it, working for you 24/7. We're delivering reliable service, energizing your life, empowering your business. We're people helping people every day.
Transport Workers Union Local 100, representing the 35,000 men and women who move New York. We're New York's public transit union. John Samuelson, President.
And by the Patrolmen's Benevolent Association of the City of New York, fighting for the rights of the police officers who protect New York City. Patrick J. Lynch, President.